Today we're talking about congruent triangles and corresponding parts. So we're going to review some vocabulary. Corresponding parts are the sides and angles that are in the same position in two triangles. Congruent triangles are two triangles that are the same size and shape, and all corresponding parts are congruent. A congruency statement is a math expression that matches the corresponding parts. So it's just the statement that says that angle A is congruent to angle B. It's just the name of that statement, nothing fancy. CPCTC is a short abbreviation for corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. What that means is if the parts are congruent, so if you can identify that all 6 parts, 3 sides and 3 angles are congruent, then you've proved the triangles are congruent. But the converse or backwards of that is also true. If I tell you that the triangles are congruent, then you know that the parts are as well. Reflexive property of congruence is what allows you to say that something is congruent to itself. That sounds silly, but in math, we cannot state something without a law or reason. It has to be justified, so the justification is called the reflexive property. It allows me to say that triangle MNO is in fact congruent to triangle MNO. And we'll see some examples of that as we finish out this note page. Symmetric means that something goes both ways. It's the same on both sides. So triangle XYZ is congruent to triangle RST. That's the same thing as saying that triangle RST is congruent to triangle XYZ. While the comparisons switch sides, the order of the letters in the triangles themselves did not. So it's just changing the way in which it's written, not changing the order. The transitive property, trans being across, transfers value across angles. So we say if A is congruent to angle B, and then I can prove that angle B is congruent to angle C, I can say that angle A is congruent to angle C.
Ms. Adams? Sorry, I didn't hear any of what you said. I was in my room folding laundry. I didn't even know you started talking because I was trying to figure out why, because I tried asking a question.